Hey guys, this is the best thing since sliced bread, and today our special guest is none other than TrueWords himself. We've mentioned him in a past podcast, one with both Crook and H. Bruno. I mentioned him in, and if you guys want to learn a little bit more about him, I will link to him down below. So TrueWords, go ahead and say hi today.
Hello, everybody. I'm TrueWords. Hello, Bread. How are you doing today?
Oh, I am doing phenomenal. And by phenomenal,
Fantastic,
I mean
man.
really shitty day at work. But other than that,
Oh,
it was alright.
what happened at work today?
Oh man, you don't even know the half of it. Oh man, just getting screwed over by parts again. Whew. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. But you know
There
what?
you go.
I'll survive. It's just part of the politics of my workplace. But sometimes, oh man, you just want to kick someone's ass. Which,
Oh, I can imagine.
ooh, but yeah, it's alright. So far, so good. I'll survive.
Well, I sure hope you do.
You never know. Maybe just one day, I might not get a part for something. I might just just say fuck it and just drop dead. Who knows? Might just
Oh,
happen.
gosh.
Might happen. So,
I certainly hope not. Goodness.
Jeez, yeah, you never know. The world's a crazy place. Just one day,
The world is a crazy place.
yeah, you never know. Just say one day, just be standing there, and the next thing you know, you say, screw this whole life thing, and then you just don't even do anything. Just drop.
Spontaneous death.
Yep, happens. It's really contagious. Shouldn't get too close.
It's contagious now. Oh, jeez.
Yep. Once one person dies, it just happens over the next 100 years or so.
It just catches.
It just catches on you. It'll eventually get you. There's no known cure for it yet. They're trying though. Scientists are trying. It's not like it's not like 10 years ago, man. 10 years ago, oof, man.
What happened 10 years ago? I'm interested
I don't
now.
know. Mid 2000s was rough. Okay, and by that I mean mid 2000s. I mean like 100 years ago. Oof, man. Scraped your knee. Good luck getting that knee cut off. It's gonna get infected.
Oh, poor old bastard. He's got his knee scraped. I'm gonna have to lob it off. Sorry, kid.
Sorry, little Timmy. It just has
No,
to be
but
done.
I'm sure I'll be fine. I've had scrapes before. No.
What?
Gotta lob off that leg now.
Where did you have these scrapes? My arm? Yep, that arm's gonna come off too.
No.
Poor Timmy.
Please, sir.
Alright, guys, and now enough of that. So right now what we're gonna do is a little bit of a Q&A with him. And maybe he can ask me a couple questions. I'll ask him a couple questions. And maybe you guys can get to know each other. You and him and I will, we'll get to know each other.
But really, the only reason I came on here, Brett, is to get to know you better. Of course.
Oh, you came to the wrong place then.
It's like a little date between you and me. We're just two guys sitting down, having a friendly conversation, getting to know one another. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Yeah. The fact that you said it's a date, am I getting wine and dined here, or?
Oh yes, I would only get the best wine for you, sliced bread. And of course, I'd take you out to a nice restaurant. There'd be candles lit. It would be a nice, mooded environment. Lights would be turned down low. It would just be some nice, maybe a violinist would come in, play some soft violin in the corner. It would just be you and me, no one else. I would have bought out the whole entire room for the restaurant, maybe even the whole restaurant. All the chefs come lining up. They ask, hello, sir. Oh, no, they're French chefs, of course, only the best for you, sliced bread. So they say, oh, hello, sir. We are very happy to have you here with us today. What would you like for dinner? And I would say, don't, sliced bread, I will order for both of us. It's fine. Just you stay there and look pretty. And I tell him that we'll have the cooked goose or something like that. Maybe you'd like some lobster, some seafood. I don't know what you like. And I'd go ahead and order that. And he'd say, oh, excellent choice, sir. Excellent choice. You two must be very happy together. I hope you have a very, very full life. And then they go off and then they bring us our food and we eat and we have a pleasant chat together. We have some nice little witty banter back and forth. My face blushes, your face blushes. And see, I'm getting flustered right now just thinking about it. And then I take you back to your place. And right before I'm about to say, do you need some help up to your door? You ask me the next question before I just keep rambling on.
Yeah, and What I would have said was, "Thanks for the food, bud."
Thanks for the food, bud. Slams the door in my face, and I'm like, well,
No, I wouldn't slam it in your face. I'll give you a nice solid fist bump before we part way.
there we go. We've got a nice fist bump at least.
At least. All right. So the first question, all right, of the day. Let's see. Let me just open this up real quick. Got the questions written down right here. What made you come up with the name TrueWords?
What made me come up with the name TrueWords? Well, actually, that's a very uninteresting story, but I'll tell you anyway. My last name is Truman, and I like to talk. And what comes out of my mouth? Words. Well, actually, sounds come out of my mouth, but we interpret it as words. So I just put the 2 and 2 together, and it's TrueWords.
Fascinating stuff. That's right there, guys. That's how you make a name that sticks. All right.
You may have answered this on one of your previous podcasts, but I don't quite remember, so I'm sorry. Please don't murder me. But why did you pick the name Sliced Bread? Or better than Sliced Bread, sorry.
Oh, that's because I'm the best thing since sliced bread. I'm not being I'm not being smug about it. I'm not being smug about it. I am the best thing since sliced bread.
And get any better than that, can you?
And I just thought, damn, people should know this. So obviously, why not just call myself the best thing since sliced bread? That way, I like it. It's not an understatement. It's fact, proven fact.
You know what would have come a good second place? If I didn't choose, best thing since sliced bread, I would just choose hot shit because that's what I am. But then, then you might get some weird connotations like people looking up hot shit on the internet and like, what's this guy? He thinks he's shit? Jeez. Not only that, but steaming shit? That's not good at all.
Those are two things that go very well together, but not in the same sentence.
There you go.
There you go. That's how it's done. And if you guys have an interesting, cool story about how you made up your name, please don't tell me because I don't care. I'm just kidding. Go ahead and comment it down below. It might be interesting to hear some of the.
No. He said don't do it, so don't do it. God damn it.
Yeah, no, you guys can go ahead and do it. I'm just gonna ignore it, because I'm a nice guy, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see here. Next question is, what are some of your hobbies?
What are some of my hobbies? Well, I do enjoy a bit of voice acting every once in a while. That's actually how you and I met. We met on Casting Call Club, castingcall.club. That actually threw me for a while. I visited one time. Like the first time I visited it, I was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. I can't wait to keep using this. So, I exit out of my computer. And I go back the next day. And I'm like, oh, that one website. What was it called? The Casting Call Club. That's right. So I type in castingcallclub.com. And I can't find anything. And I'm like, where's the website? Where'd it go? Did it just disappear? Did they shut down? Did I really just see it for one day and it left? And no, it's actually castingcall.club. That's it. Nothing else.
And you know what's funny? Whenever you type in like a hyperlink or something like that, you can always type in the .com, .net, all these other .org. But when you type in .club, it doesn't register it as a website. So sometimes you gotta tell people yes, that's the actual thing. It's .club. Because otherwise people might not know, unless you put www. Blah 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 behind it.
Right, they may just think you're trying to talk in some sort of weird code, and they're like, what is he talking about? Oh, crazy man.
And you know what's crazy about the website? How quickly they changed it to update it so it's more mobile friendly, all this other stuff. I was just using it
I didn't notice that.
And then the next day, I was just using it. It just total revamped the whole website. They changed everything. So if you go looking at it now, I think it was a month ago, I think, or so, that they changed it. So if you haven't used it in that time, no, it's whatever, and then you'll notice that it's quite a bit different now than what it was a little while back. Or
that's pretty cool. I hadn't noticed that before.
That if you just didn't notice it, I don't know.
Well, to be honest, I haven't been using Casting Call Club as often as I used to because then I started my YouTube channel and started doing a bunch of different stuff with that. So.
Yeah, and I see that's going pretty well for you. You actually surpassed me in subscribers, which isn't much of a challenge at all. So, I know. Right?
I'm what, 5 in front of you?
Yeah, that's a handful.
So, we're comparing peanuts, basically. Just You've got 5 more than me.
You know, you can always just thank your mom maybe for making 5 fake accounts and subscribing to you. You know.
That's probably it, you know. I look at some of them. Actually, the other day, it was actually a couple weeks ago. Actually, I was doing my YouTube thing. I was putting up videos, and I was, you know, talking to my audience. All at the time, like 12 of them, and I saw that I had a new subscriber, and I was like, "Oh, great! This is awesome! You know, new subscriber, new person to chat with, and welcome to this community, and that kind of stuff." And I look it up, and you know what his name was? Do you know who it was?
Who was it?
It was George Clooney.
Oh man, George
His name
Clooney. I
is
love
George
him, dude.
Clooney.
I love his movies, man. He's so good.
He's such an attractive man.
And
He's the only one that would beat you, sliced bread. But no, I looked at it and it was like George Clooney. And I was like, how did he manage to get that username? So I looked up his videos and he didn't have any. And I was like, oh,
well, that's saddening.
this actually is George Clooney.
He might
just being like,
never know, being a little incognito.
Yeah, I'm being wine and dined by George Clooney unbeknownst to me.
Oh, that would be one heck of a like a TV show prank. But just get wine and dined by like freaking George Clooney.
Ugh. Could die.
Oh man.
Actually, no, not George Clooney. If it was Christian Bale that did that,
man,
he's my. I mean, okay, I should probably set the record straight because your audience may not know, but I am a heterosexual man. I do like women, so this joking between me and Bread isn't serious. It's just playful banter. And me and George Clooney aren't a thing yet, but maybe one day. But no, really, my real man crush in real life is Christian Bale. Like, man, I would definitely be a bisexual for that man.
That man. Oof, man. If Christian, if you're listening to this, dude, hit him up. All right, he's.
Yes, please, Christian Bale, hit me up if you're listening to this podcast.
If you just happen to be stumbling across podcasts on the internet and you stumble upon
he's
this one.
Traveling the internet one day and he's like, oh, looking Christian Bale. I'm going to look up some, podcasts today that mention my name. Oh, what's this? Twin radio podcast. Oh, sure. What's this guy named TrueWords? Oh, all right. Let's see about. Oh my God. This TrueWords guy has a sexy voice. Oh my God, I need to get my agent on the phone right now. Oh yes. Oh, TrueWords.
Oh, there we go. This is going.
That's not how Christian Bale sounds. I don't know what that was.
Sound like a little more like little Aussie accent right there. Just a little bit.
There you go.
It was just a smidge. Wasn't too noticeable. And I guess the next question was, how is voice acting going for you? I seem to have found you in a couple more videos here and there.
Well, thank you.
I seen you in the, was it the Super Friends or whatever they called it?
The Super Friends.
Was that what they called it? The Justice League redubbing with it.
Oh yeah, that was a little while ago.
That was a while back. I found you in there. I found you in a couple of Crooks stuff. Pretty fun stuff that was in. What else have you been in?
Well, to be honest, I haven't been in a whole lot.
Couple of
mostly. Been in a few of your things, yeah. And on my YouTube channel, I've got a little playlist that has all the things that I've done on YouTube, at least, where I voice acted. And it's only like 9 things or something like that. But like actually getting into professional voice acting, I can't say that I've even broken that barrier yet.
You know what I've noticed too? I've lent my voice to about 20 projects or so. But it's but most of it's not on YouTube. A lot of it's on either just a narration thing, like, so today I don't actually say that in the thing, but like Timmy and Susan are walking down the soccer field and they stumble upon blah blah blah, it's just like short 20-second, 30-second narration, but
right,
I'll tell them like, okay, just link it to me when you're done. And I never get nothing back. It's like, oh, that's upsetting. So
they're just kind of like running away with your stuff, and they could use it for anything.
And
one day down the line, you're going to be
like
watching some sort of video.
I just want to link to it so I can like share people like, oh, hey guys, here's something I was in, blah blah blah. Check it out. And It's like, oh man, it just hurts my feelings that I don't get linked to it. You know?
That is sad, man.
Oh,
You should like email them or something. Be like, hey, dude, I don't mean to be a an asshole, but can I get that link, by the way?
and then a couple other things for like school projects and stuff that the guy wanted like a little narration thing too, but he couldn't do himself. Then
Right.
the record this subreddit. It's pretty good about finding like stuff like that. Like, hey, I need this for a school project or something like the last one I just did recently was one where I talk about texting and driving and about
Ooh.
yeah, and it's just like so millions of people will drive around in autobuses or something like I don't know. It was, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it was like they're driving around like this, and then once in a while you'd see somebody driving around texting on their cell phone. Well, you never know. That might be just one less person on the road later. And it just like ends on like that. It was like, whoa, dude, he's gonna die. And it just like, yeah. And that was like 40 seconds right there, or 30 seconds or something like that.
All right.
Which I don't know if it's just me, but like when I'm reading a script, I actually tend to still read it fast. I am working on that, but I have noticed that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like when I like re-listen to some stuff, it would be like, oh hey, I said that awfully quick. I better slow that down. You know, just listen to it and just try to adjust it every time.
And that's a really good quality for any voice actor or even just actor to have is a lot of self, not necessarily criticism, but it is criticism. It's like self-critiquing. You've got to be really hard on yourself if you actually want to really improve yourself, which is why you'll see a lot of actors and voice actors going around to different people and saying, oh, could you listen to this? Or could you hear me, do a monologue or something and give me some pointers? Do I sound silly in this? Do I sound, how does it sound to you? And even if they're not like an actual trained actor or voice actor, even like the common layperson can be like, oh, well, I thought that was, you sounded a bit funny at this point right here. Because, I mean, those are the people that you're going to be playing to anyway. It's not going, you don't play for other actors necessarily or other voice actors because, that would just be a huge circle jerk. You're playing to like the common person.
Yeah. And yeah, it's always pretty funny, especially the community. A lot of the people in the community, especially some of the newer people, they seem to really, really like enjoy communicating amongst one another.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. And then every once in a while, you might find like a little community you can talk to, like on this Discord server not this one specifically, but there's a couple of Discord servers where people can go practice cold reads, which actually has been kind of dead recently.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's just people not committing to it. They'll try it out for a few weeks and then just never come back again. Like I check it out like every week or so, and just like, come on, is anybody gonna post anything like say, hey, I want to do a cold reading this day, and then like you show up that day and nobody's there. It's just like, but thanks for telling me to show up, and there's nobody there. And it's
wow.
Just, some of it's a little BS, but and then every once in a while there's this other one that I'm in. There's at least 5 people in it that seem solid, but there's like 50 other people in it that don't that show up maybe like once a month. In fact, actually, I haven't been in there for like 2 days recently because I've been doing a lot of other stuff. I probably after this, I probably will go in there chit chat with them guys for a little bit, and
it might be a good thing
and do whatnot. And they were also thinking about doing their own podcasting thing, which might be interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to come out exactly or exactly what we're even going to talk about. But, we were just sitting there one day and we were just chit-chatting about random stuff, like, because of the diversity about where everyone's at. There's a couple people, there's one guy in Dubai, one in New York, one in Chicago. Me, I'm in the Midwest, couple guys in Cali. There's a guy out in, like I said, Dubai, and then there's a couple guys out in Australia. It's just crazy, like, where all these people are at.
That is crazy. I mean, it's crazy in a good way.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying it's... Although, like, I guess the time schedule is kind of screwy for everyone. Being everyone's in a different time zone. It doesn't always doesn't always add up either. Okay, I guess the next question we could ask is... do you have any questions for me, though?
See, I'm a little afraid to ask you questions because I'm afraid you may have already answered them.
Oh, no. Don't be afraid.
But
don't be afraid. Just ask me a question.
Don't be afraid? Okay, I won't be afraid. I'll be brave. Well, SlicedBread, what made you want to become a voice actor or do voice acting as a hobby?
Well, I was always interested in the creative process of something like a cartoon, something like that. Oh, crap! Dropped my pencil. Anyways, I was always interested in that, and I found out I'm not a very good artist. All right, so
Right.
so animation wasn't an idea for me. So I decided like, oh well, I got a microphone and I got a voice. I guess I could try voice acting, and you know what? I actually enjoy it. You know, I kind of wish though I would have took like drama class in high school.
Right.
That would probably really helped. I also kind of wish I would have had more of a like a musical upbringing than I did, because now I'm having to learn all that on the go. Or what I've been planning on
When you
doing
say
though,
musical upbringing
like
and like learning on the go, are you also actively singing?
oh god, I'm trying to. I've gotten a lot better, but I still suck at singing, dude. I'll tell you the truth right
Uh,
now. I cannot stay in pitch to save my life, and it's awful. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I'm dying.
you're dying.
Spontaneous death.
I can't sing,
The,
therefore I'm dying.
spontaneous death is creeping up on me. I'm telling you.
Oh boy.
80 years down the line. Oh man, just never know. But no, it's singing. Like I said, I'm getting better, and I'm more able to keep pitch of what I'm listening to. But sometimes, you know, especially for like first trying to learn how to sing a song, you're definitely gonna be. I'm all over the place on my pitch. It's ridiculous.
Mm.
But like I said, I'm trying to, and also people who can sing also tend to have a little bit easier voice acting, because maybe they might be able
I can see that.
they might be
Yeah.
able to maintain a certain voice easier than maybe somebody else who doesn't voice act. Plus, they might be able to control the voice a lot better, which is
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
yeah,
But at least you're trying. I'm not even trying to sing because I know that I can't.
yeah.
When I was in university, I was part of the theater program, and a stipulation of being a performer in the theater program is you have to audition for every single production that the theater is going to put on for the school and for everybody, because it's open up to everybody. But that's a stipulation for staying in the department. You have to be able to audition for everything. You have to get cast in a certain amount of things. And if you just don't meet those criteria, you don't stay in the program anymore. So my freshman year, I auditioned for the musical, and I knew that I couldn't sing.
The musical,
So I walk in there.
The actual play, the musical, or is it just? Or is it you're just?
No, it's the musical. The musical was called. What was it called? It was called. Oh, geez, it was like Thoroughly Modern Millie, I think,
Never heard of it.
or something else. I'm not sure which. Anyway, I was auditioning for that. And usually what they do is they have you sing about 16 measures or 16 bars of music. And then they'll say, thank you, that was great. Say one of your audition pieces and then, move on. So I walk in there and I sing Mary Had a Little Lamb because I knew that I couldn't sing. And then my professors understood that I couldn't sing. And from then on, I never auditioned for another musical again. And you know what? The faculty didn't say anything. They were like, we know this poor boy can't sing. Let's just ignore it. We're not going to cast him in a musical anyway. We're just going to cast him in the regular plays. He's good at acting. He's horrible at singing. Let's just let it slide.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened.
So yeah, there I was in the school play in about third grade. Tree number 2, man. Man, I dominated that role.
Tree number 2, all right.
Not even tree 1, tree 2. All right. He
didn't even make the first cut
he
for
was,
Tree.
He was the backbone of the play. No, literally, I stood in the back and I had to carry a couple people. It was actually kind of bad. Horrible experience. No, I'm just kidding. I was never in the third grade play.
A vital background piece.
We
you were never even a tree, or is that what you're telling me?
No, we didn't even have third grade plays.
Wow.
We didn't have those. We had middle school plays, but I thought, man, I'm too cool for this. I don't need any of this. I'd rather go do sports. And look.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and look where that got me.
Do football and soccer.
Look at that. Look where that got me. I just got tired after school. That's all that happened.
Yep, there you go.
No, it was all right though. I did enjoy my high school days. Although, like I said, I kind of wish I would have took those, especially my senior year. Being my senior year, I didn't really do much of anything. Other than
Mm.
other than I was in the wrestling team, and then other than that, I had the I had an automotive classroom that I took a lot to, and that really got me interested in being like a mechanic,
Oh,
I
neato.
really did enjoy working with my hands, and it was something I enjoyed doing, and now I make money doing it, so it's fun, and I'm not gonna say I would choose something else because sitting at a desk at school, I just was bored beyond my wildest dreams, and it's just I'm doing this now as a hobby, and I do enjoy this, and yeah,
That's good. Everyone needs a hobby every once in a while, especially when things start to get monotonous.
yeah, and then like my cousin, like he sees it, like it's like okay, whatever. He doesn't know why I spent a decent amount of money on a microphone and whatnot, just as a setup. Although he likes to rap, so I like, hey dude, just come down, spit some sick rhymes on this microphone, but try not to melt it because you can't spit that fire. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Just don't melt my mic, bruh.
No, don't melt my mic with your sick beats, bro. No, but it's just it's kind of fun. You know, we can have fun with it. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be for acting. We can just like uh just talk on it, like me and you right now. We're just doing a simple podcast and we're just communicating with each other. He likes to rap on
Yes.
it, you know, and I have the things like, hey, you know, like just come down, spit a sick beat. We don't do anything with it. We don't actually save any of it, but it's always kind of fun just to mess with it.
Yeah, that is always fun,
You know,
especially when it's with someone you really like, hanging out with.
and then I got a couple buddies who says he's got a he wants to do voice acting for his own projects. He's guys like, hey, yeah, come down, dude. You're free to use my microphone whenever you need to. Just text me. Don't just show up at my house at 2 in the morning and be like,
Oh gosh.
hey man, I need to borrow your microphone. And then and they'll be like, Steve, get out of here. How'd you get in my house? And then it was just something silly like that. And then like I said,
Wow.
I got that my buddy Robert, and he's trying to get into voice acting. I let him use my microphone when he recorded his lines for Jack, and
Right.
yeah, so that way I was able to fully control his audio quality. And that was pretty fun. Although I kind of wish there was like a screen in here, that way I can put lines up for my computer. Because otherwise, either I have to pull it up on my phone or get my tablet out, which I don't use anymore, so it's never charged. Because
Right.
I don't use it. Like, I don't see the point of using it at my house if I have a computer right there, or whatever. Like, I used it when I was at college though, but that's college. It's different.
Ooh, college.
Ooh, I know, right? Special.
Special.
Yeah, college was so special. Good old college, right? Okay, I guess now that we got off that tangent, just randomly. Okay, next question. Yeah. What kind of games do you play? Like I've seen that
What kind of games do
like
I play?
I've seen recently you've been playing either a couple indie games here and there, like Undertale. That was your indie game of the month, I guess. And then now you're playing an old classic Chrono Trigger.
Yeah. Let's see. In my spare time, I mean, I like to play, pretty much anything. Well, okay, not anything, but I mean, like Battlefield and Battlefield.
And Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline and
oh no, not Hardline. No.
I don't like it either. I played the beta and I just like, nope, I ain't gonna play this.
I've been playing a little bit of The Division lately. That's been fun.
Oh, how is that beta? It actually looks fun, but I don't know if I trust Ubisoft with the new game. Then again,
it is. I mean, it is actually pretty fun.
Then again, I've been playing Rainbow Six, and that's an Ubisoft game. I'll tell you what, when it first came out, it was really, really shitty. But
oh yeah,
with the support that they've been giving it, I actually like. You know what? This is actually a really solid game. Like I said, I actually just put out a video with just me and my cousin just on the PlayStation, just messing around, and we like couple sick plays and a sick ass knife toward the end, and I just lose it, dude. I just when I get that knife, oh man, I just laughing my ass off, and I said I can't even do this anymore. This is too much. It was
going crazy.
I did go crazy. It was like, oh my god, because oh man, like I don't want to spoil it for you, man, but I'm like, it's awesome.
Don't want to spoil the ending for you, man, but it's totally wicked cool.
It's totally wicked cool, and then I die immediately afterward, but it was totally worth it.
Nice. Well, okay. Other games that I play. Yeah, I just finished up a run of Undertale on my YouTube channel. We went through the true pacifist ending, if you will.
Didn't kill anything, right?
Exactly, didn't kill anything. And then I love the way that it ended so much that I've decided that I'm not going to do a genocide run.
Oh no!
Instead,
no.
I'm watching.
You gotta kill everything, dude. Everything.
No.
Yep.
See, that's where you're wrong. I don't have to, because I have a choice. I have free will. I can choose not to kill anybody.
Oh no! But you're a YouTube content creator. No. Just because it's something you want to make doesn't mean you have to make it.
Fuck your feelings. You make YouTube content, you son of a bitch.
You gotta make your audience happy. Your feelings don't matter anymore, right? No, it actually does a YouTube video that makes fun of that exact thing. It's welcome to YouTube, and I think it's made by Jello Apocalypse.
Yeah,
and it's just hilarious. Like if you've ever created anything on YouTube, like you understand, like oh yeah, I get exactly where he's coming from. Like you see that stuff you want to make? Yeah, don't even make it. Make what your audience wants. You have no say in it either.
You want to make some interesting, nice, original stuff that actually has some talent and merit? Well, fuck you. We just want some Call of Duty and some gone sexual prank bullshit.
There we go. Pranks gone sexual, gone wrong in the hood. That's
gone bisexual.
Gone bisexual. That's what this podcast is going to be called. Podcast Gone Wrong in the Hood. There we go. That's the name right there. Gone sexual. And I wouldn't be lying.
Not going like this.
I wouldn't be lying because the beginning of it, you were coming out about George Clooney. You know.
What was sexual about that? I didn't mention any sexuality about that. Maybe sensuality. There's a difference. Fine line between sexuality and sensuality.
And that fine's usually got your dick in it.
That line is usually crossed when a dick was whipped out. Exactly.
There you go. All right. Well,
What was I saying? What were we talking about?
Games you play?
Right. Okay, so we got... Oh yeah, the Undertale thing is done. I'm also starting up Firewatch now on my YouTube channel, and that's pretty fun.
You know, I actually haven't caught that one yet. I'm actually probably going to go watch it right now. Not right
All right,
now.
well,
right
you
now,
do that.
But...
Well, yeah. Hold off till we're done at least, but definitely check that out if you'd like.
Yeah.
And then on Twitch, we're running through Chrono Trigger, like you said before. It's actually really fun. I've never played it before.
Neither have
it came
I.
out like in
I've never
95.
I've actually never played Chrono Trigger. Mostly because I didn't really have, games. Like no bullshit. The only game I had for like 2 years was Super Mario World.
What, the original one?
The original Super Mario World.
Well,
no, not Mario Brothers. Mario World. You know, the one where he's got the little.
Yeah.
That's like the only game I had for like a year and a half.
Wow.
And then I finally got a 64, and then I got Super Mario 64, and then I had like 30 games on my 64.
What, is this recently, or was this when you were a kid?
When I was a kid. And then I had my 64, but I had that thing for like 5 years, 6 years. It was secondhand. I never had anything new. And until I finally got a job, then I got myself I got an Xbox 360, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Here's a good question for you.
My mind.
What different game systems have you had?
I don't have enough hands. No, it's okay. For the very first thing I ever played on was my dad's old Nintendo Entertainment System. The old one with
the original NES
with Duck Hunt, and I played a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, which was a little goofy. I played Legend of Zelda. I played that a couple times. Never really got into it. I never really got into the Legend of Zelda, and then I played the original Super Mario Brothers, the game. I played that a bunch. And then my first gaming system I got myself was a Super Nintendo with only 3 games I've ever had on it, and I said one of them was Super Mario World for the longest time. And then I've had a couple other games on that. Can't remember what they were called. I think one was what's it called? Yeah, must not have been a point. Then I got a 64 and then that's when I finally started getting a couple games here and there. I got the original Smash Brothers. I had the
Oh, yes.
Super Mario 64, and then I had the Turok, how you pronounce it?
Oh, yeah.
That game was fun as heck. And then I always liked the big head cheat. That was always really fun.
A big head cheat.
Yeah, where everyone's got a big old head, and I always thought that was hilarious. And then the only other game I can really think of off the top of my head is I had Conker's 2. You know, not really a kids game, but the original Conker's Bad Fur Day on the 64. Oh man, I thought that game was the shit. And even to this day, I enjoy going back and playing. I still have that game too in the box, mint condition, baby.
Oh wow!
And it's I really do enjoy playing it. It's a good game. Otherwise, once I got a job, I was about 14, and I still had my 64. And then I had an Xbox. Actually, I had bought at a yard sale. I had a PlayStation.
What kind of games did you have for that?
I had like 3 games. I can't remember. One was like Halo, which I never got into.
You never got into Halo as a kid?
I didn't have Xbox Live. I didn't even have internet until I was in like high school.
I only ever got into Halo because I had a friend across the street who had it, and he didn't have Live either, but we would like play the campaign together, and that's when I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And then I got into like Halo 2, and then Halo 3, and I was like, all right, the story is over. Halo 4, Halo Wars.
Yeah, so I didn't actually have very many games on Xbox, but I had an Xbox for a little bit. Then I've had a PlayStation 1. Never had a PlayStation 2. Then I had an Xbox 360, which was the first thing I bought with my own cash. It wasn't.
Oh, nice.
It was the first gaming system I bought with my own cash. I had a bunch of games for that. Then I had a PlayStation 3 because that Xbox broke. I had that for the longest time. I gotta go back. I had a Sega too, but the Sega
a Genesis.
Genesis, yeah. I had one game for that.
Was it Sonic?
No, actually, it wasn't. It was Mortal Kombat.
How can you have a Sega Genesis without Sonic, man?
That's what I said. I did buy Sonic recently for it, and I did play it the other day. Not the other day, like a month ago. So
it's practically the same now.
But yeah, I just pretty much have a bunch of systems collecting dust now that either I bought really used from a yard sale. And like I said, the Xbox was the first thing I bought new. Then I had my PS3 I bought new. And then I had a PS4. Bought that new, and then I built my gaming PC recently.
PC Master Race.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I only played like 3 games on that thing. I played Fallout,
right.
CS:GO, and
right. Rainbow Six. No, that's your PlayStation.
Well, I have it on both, on the PlayStation deal. It's actually kind of neat. So if you ever have anybody with a PlayStation and they have a PlayStation, and you guys both want to buy a game, if you guys link to each other's systems, you guys can download one copy of the game for both systems.
Wow, that sounds kind of cheaty, though.
No, it's not at all. It just pretty much
if it's in the system, it's not cheating.
No, it's not. It's actually meant for like if you have multiple PlayStations in your house, you can download the game on one account and split it between 2 different. You can only get 2. Otherwise.
So you both live in the same house?
No, it's me and my cousin. We live in separate houses.
Exactly.
Yeah. So and pretty much he buys a game, I download it, and we can play together. Or I buy a game, he can download it, and we can play together. It's pretty much like that. It's not like we're not buying the game. It's not like we're pirating.
No, I get it.
We're just buying one copy of the game and it's pretty much sharing it.
Like we're pirating it.
It's pretty much the only way you can get cheap games on PlayStation.
Right. Well, that's because the PlayStation 4 has only been out for a few years, so everything's still kind of going to be a little expensive.
Yeah. But it's like I said, it's pretty fun. I've been playing a lot of Rainbow. Actually, I do have it on my PC too. and then I play, and then a bunch of indie games I play. But I don't run anything like Battlefield or anything like anything that would like destroy
It's a shame, you're missing out, man.
I did get Skyrim for it. Didn't get into it. I got Fallout, got into that for a little
Didn't
bit.
get into Skyrim.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Non-human. No, but like I couldn't get into Skyrim too much. I don't know why. Just me.
Too much arrow to the knee.
Like the game was fun, but I just couldn't get into it. Mostly because I had to walk everywhere, and I just hated that. Fallout was pretty fun because the map's a lot smaller. And Fallout 4, it's tiny.
I can understand that.
It's tiny compared to like Fallout 3. Mostly because like
it is a lot smaller, but it's a lot more compact too, because you got that huge like city area.
Yeah, and then just
like downtown.
Yeah, and then pretty much in Fallout 3 you had pretty much nothing but desert with like villages or whatever, colonies in between. Yeah, and they're just massive walking distance with nothing in between it.
Yeah.
But like otherwise I'm not really playing too much on my computer. It's mostly for like video editing and Photoshop.
Ooh, do you make a lot of Photoshop pictures?
So I sometimes do. If you go to the Photoshop, if you go to r/Photoshop battles, those are always great, dude. If you go in there and somebody's gonna post a picture or like just do something with this, like it'll be a picture of either a politician or like just something goofy going on in the background, and then people could like Photoshop see what the craziest thing they can do to it. Oh man, if you just go to like r/Photoshop battles and then go to like the hot page and then click on the first one, you'll probably laugh your ass off clicking through the pictures.
You're probably right.
And there was
you made any of those Photoshop battle things though?
Yeah, I've done like 6 or 7 of them. And one of my favorite ones was one where there was this one overweight girl doing yoga where she was pretty much in a crouching position with on top of a ball. And she was just like, and she had her hands together like over her head. Pretty much what I did was I got rid of everything around her and pretty much grabbed a picture of a rocket, put it in the background, and then laid her over the top of it, on top of the rocket, and just you see nothing but thrusters coming out of her butt. So it looks like she's taking off in the sky.
Well, the beauties of the internet.
Oh, dude, I'll link it to you after this podcast. So you can go check it out. It's hilarious. Oh, maybe I'll
make sure you link it down in the description as well.
Oh, I will link it down in the description. Don't even tempt me. I will do that, and it is golden. It is a beautiful masterpiece. All right.
Belongs in a museum.
It is in a museum, my own museum, but
it is
my own museum. It's in my basement.
What is your museum called in the basement?
The Sex Dungeon. I mean the
What?
The Museum of Art.
The SlicedBread Museum of Art. The best things in SlicedBread Museum of Art.
Yeah, it's right next to my Sex Dungeon. My bad. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Oh, it's next to the Sex Dungeon.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
That's totally within legal codes and it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, all right. It's also next to my torture chamber.
That's also fine.
I don't use that.
You got all the legal permits, I'm sure.
Sure, legal. Yeah. It's all right. It's a pretty interesting basement.
Oh, I believe you just from the sound of it.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. Okay, I guess my last question I got for you is, where can we find you?
You can find me at your local supermarket. I'm the guy that's always in the corner in the produce aisle, who's whispering to himself little obscenities and steals your third banana from your groceries cart. So if you ever see me, be sure to say hi. But if you want to find me on the internet, you can always find me at TrueWords on YouTube. Actually, you would have to probably type in like TrueWords actor or voice actor or something like that, because there are so many other TrueWords out there, all imposters, of course. And then you can always follow me on my Twitter at what is my Twitter handle?
I don't even know.
At the true. Oh, sugar. Let me. I have to look it up myself. I've never had a. Here it is. Okay. TrueWords Man. That's what it is. At TrueWords Man.
There you go. Yeah, now you guys know where you guys can find him.
Yeah, that's me. What an excellent plug of social media. I'm proud of myself.
There you go. Just shamelessly sponsor yourself everywhere. All right, that's what I do.
What you do when you go to the local grocer. Sir, that's going to be $23.83. Oh, thank you very much, ma'am. Also, you can find me on my Twitter at SlicedBread and my YouTube at Best Things in Sliced Bread. Sir, do you have a form of valid payment? You can't pay me in social contacts. Oh, yes, sure, of course.
Well, if you look right here, and then as they're looking down, you take off with the groceries, right?
Sure, you can do that.
Sure, do that.
You just take off like, yes, sucker.
Just tell them exactly where to find you, and then take off. So
well, there you go.
There you go. They're never gonna find you now, and if they do, well, they have to obviously visit you. So it's a win-win.
Exactly.
So you get out there and you get free stuff. There you go.
I get free stuff.
There you go.
When did I start getting free stuff? Where's this free stuff needed to be had?
Well, you have to run very fast when you're taking off of something, and then it's free.
Oh, I see. Free stuff. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Say no more. Say no more.
I don't get it.
Oh, it's a Monty Python reference, but okay.
Wink, 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 nudge, nudge. I don't get it. The reference.
Monty Python.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I get the reference.
Really funny.
Yeah, it's that one where that one guy's just like, "Oh, okay, you're gonna go get it in." Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and then he says that, and then he's just like, "Do you know what you're talking about?" No.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's that one, right? That old skit.
Tell me about the birds and the bees. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, those Monty Python sketches are always golden. I think one of my favorite ones though was the movie, the Holy Grail one. I always think that's a classic.
That is a classic.
Bring out your dad.
Bring out your dad.
Sir, he's not dead. Oh yes, he is. No, he's not. He's talking. No, he's dead. I can assure you. And they're just going back and forth, back and forth. That's always funny. Oh well.
Oh, those good old Brits with their comedy.
Always that intelligent comedy. It's always fun stuff. We're missing some of that here in the States. We need more of that.
I feel like we kind of are. I mean, American comedians are more like grungy or like dirty, dark comedy. I mean, there's some fun to that, but I don't know. I like the just kind of silly comedy that the Brits have.
I always find a lot of American comedy is always like storytellers with funny stories. Yeah. Those are always the comedians that always like come out huge in America. And I'm not necessarily saying it's not true, but like if you notice, a lot of the more British comedians, the ones that get really big, are the ones that tell a lot of stories. If you notice that too.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Mm-hmm. I think my favorite British comedian would probably be Eddie Izzard, although he doesn't do anything anymore. He was pretty funny in the 90s, early 2000s, I think.
Not really sure. I'm not actually familiar with who that is.
You're missing out.
I feel like I am now. And now I know I got to look somebody up.
Eddie Izzard. Not lizard like the little reptiles, but Izzard, Izzard.
I feel like I'm going to write that down. You know what? Just message it to me.
Sure. I'll do that.
You know? I just got to send somebody a text message real quick.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, it's okay.
I'll just sip on some of this wine over here.
The wine from the fine date that we had yesterday.
What do you mean we had? We're still having it.
I'm sorry. It's
still in the restaurant.
Carrying on? Oh yeah. What? This is actually in front of a live studio audience, in a restaurant, with.
They've just been very quiet.
French chefs and everything. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So if you guys hear any noises in the background, it's just simply the chefs, doing chef stuff,
Making our dinner and
doing
getting ready to prepare it for us.
Yep, the goose ought to be ready by now. So I think it might actually be a good time to end this podcast so we can enjoy our fine, scrumptious dinner together.
That sounds excellent, sir. I can't wait.
All right. Well, this is the best thing since sliced bread. Unfortunately, the gaming Maxi was not able to make it today since, work and stuff. But we gladly managed to complete a podcast without him today. And you know what? We're not even going to call this Twin Talk Radio. This is we're just going to call this radio. Talk.
There
radio.
you go. Just radio.
Just Talk Radio. Or TrueWords Radio. There we go. We're changing the name.
Ooh.
There we go. And you know what? You know what? Screw this. I'm going on my own, starting my own podcast, and he's not going to be involved because
Scandalous.
How dare he put his real life in front of the podcast? It's upsetting.
How dare he? How selfish of him.
How selfish.
Well, you know what? I didn't invite him to this little podcast date anyway. I just wanted you, Sliced Bread.
Well, you know what? Now he's missing out, right?
Yep.
All right. But now this is Sliced Bread and TrueWords, and we're going to end this podcast here. So right now, you guys have a wonderful day, and be sure to check him out at his Twitter and on YouTube. And I'm going to go ahead and link those down below for anyone who's interested, all right? All right, guys. Have a good time. Bye-bye.
Bye.